Hey radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ Family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.
If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
So Apple is the top trending topic. They announced Apple Intelligence yesterday. And Tech D-Rob, I know, very excited. He asked me first thing this morning, did you see the Apple stuff? But a more fluent Siri. She's going to be able to communicate more like a human would. There are some updates to Apple Maps. Something called Genmoji that allows you to create your own emoji. Which some people were excited about, and a new iOS for your iPhone. So,
yeah, but Riggins, you're still not that big of an Apple fan, are you?
I like their products, their hardware. It's they make beautiful things, but the software that's on them is not. I'm not crazy about.
Yeah, you like other types of computers and phones.
I do. I just like those. That's just my preference. But it works unbelievably well. Obviously.
So this stuff that you just mentioned, though, is useless, really, in the grand scheme of things for productivity and whatnot. It's to sit around and come up with a better way for Siri to be your friend and also be able to make personalized emojis and things like that.
Some are more important than others, but a more fluent Siri could. Who knows? I mean, the world is its oyster, so it could help with a lot of things.
Sure.
It could.
Right.
But right now, you could just make your own emoji.
Oh, and you get the RCS check texting means you won't get a green message from Androids anymore.
What will happen?
Everything should be blue now.
Oh, so the color is just the only thing different.
Well, I mean, it's a more advanced version of texting, but the gist is you won't get green text anymore.
Okay.
No more subjugating the Android users. Everybody's equal on equal playing field.
Wow. And you fell asleep, Rob, during the presentation?
Yeah, they started talking about AI, and I was like, this isn't going to work.
Yeah.
Just fell asleep.
Sure.
Fair enough.
I'm not going to make it.
Selena's convicted murderer, Yolanda Saldivar, is in the news. She says if she gets paroled next year, she wants to work with Shakira. So you'll see Shakira trending, and a lot of people have the same opinion. Why would Shakira want to work with you? You killed Selena. Who cares?
You killed the last person you worked with.
What do you mean you want to work with Shakira? You want to make beats for her?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Who are you to be saying, I think I want to work with Shakira?
But you know what? I'd like to work with Shakira, too.
Me too.
And her ex, who's got all that money. I'd like to work for him.
Yeah, for real. When you want to work with Shakira. And everybody's like,
love that.
You don't understand. Like, the moment you get out of prison, if you get out of prison, we're jumping you. Like, people love Selena. So they have not let anything go. They're ready to fight her with everything they got. And then maybe you saw the video yesterday, Carrie Underwood falling off the stage in South Carolina after her show. She was soaking wet. It was raining that night. And as she exited the stage, she falls hard. Yeah. So not the first fall of Carrie's career, but certainly an ugly one.
She hurt herself badly falling not long ago.
That's absolutely true. So those are just a few things that are now trending.
There's a dad, and he is certain that something has taken place. Well, he knows something's taken place in his house. And he's pretty sure he knows who did it. He just can't prove it. And he needs to know if you have any ideas to help him. It's group therapy. It's coming up next.
It's a radio show. It's a podcast. It even has its own app.
Got the app on my phone, and it's like having a personal DJ in my pocket.
Get the Ace and TJ Family app in your app store.
Download the app.
Or at acetj.com/app.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Yo. Hey, hi.
Coming up on the Ace and TJ Show.
Something very special happening tonight from the Ace and TJ Show. 7 Eastern, live on our Facebook. It's not live on our Facebook. at acetj.com/experience. It's the Ace at Large, Ace and TJ experience. We're going to be discussing the most overrated artists of all time based on your opinions.
Picasso.
Yeah, it's up. You can go vote now. It's on our Facebook page. It's the video. It's me sitting there. I was live last night on Facebook talking about it with my son, Dax. That was probably a miscalculation on my part. My wife was teaching a workout class, and so I had to hold Dax to keep him from running around because I had to be responsible. And he kind of took over the comment section. Everybody talking about Dax, how cute he was and everything. And so nobody answered a few people did answer the question, but go and just tell us who is the most overrated artist of all time. And you can join us tonight, acetj.com/experience for a live video chat for the whole thing regarding who are the most overrated artists of all time.
And we want you to join the show.
Yeah, we want you to be a part
of
of
the show.
it. Yeah. So it's easy. We'll tell you how to do it. So that's 7 Eastern tonight on our Facebook page.
It's Tuesday. The doctors are in. This is group therapy on the Ace and TJ Show.
Okay. We got this DM from a dad. You can DM us anytime during the week at the Ace TJ Show, Facebook, any of our social media, to tell us about your problem. And we do it every Tuesday at this time. He says, I have 2 teenage daughters, 15 and 17. There was a canned cocktail left over from the weekend. I took a water bottle to bed Saturday night. I noticed it still in the fridge. Well, cut to this afternoon when I got home. Grabbed a water bottle and noticed the cocktail was gone. My wife stays up later than me, and she said she didn't drink it. That leaves 2 suspects, the teenagers. Both girls are straight as an arrow. One made straight A's, the other was bad close. Both are in marching band and do not have a habit of lying to us or getting in trouble at all. Neither had friends over. I looked for the can. I looked in their rooms and the trash outside. Anywhere I thought they might have stashed the evidence to give themselves away. Nothing. The can was in the kitchen trash, buried deep in the bottom, under a Bojangles box from the weekend. I called both girls together. Magically, it drank itself. They both denied it to high heaven. I do not want to punish the innocent, but what should I do? So he's got this drink. His wife says she didn't see it. She didn't do it. She's not involved. And both of the girls say they're not involved, and there have been no guests in the house. Somebody's lying. What now?
This is easy. Stage a fight with the parents and say, I am sick of you lying to me. I know you drank that, and this is just the icing on the cake from all the stuff that's been going on with us. I think it's time that we split. You get your stuff and get out. You lying, blank, blank, blank. I'm not leaving, you leave. And see if the kids will carry out the lie long enough to let mom and dad split up over it.
That is.
Oh my God.
That is some trickery at its finest right there, boy.
What a brain you're working with.
You talking to Ace? I'm the brain.
I would have never thought of that, but I love that idea. All right, so at the Ace TJ Show, what do you think? Let us know.
Available 24/7 on the free Ace and TJ family app.
Download it from the App Store.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
We're here with Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. And Richard, not just mortgages, not just home sales. Now you're helping people with home improvements.
Yeah, that's right. So if you want a backyard that you've always dreamed of, or you need siding, windows, whatever you need, give us a call. Check it out.
You've got the money in your home. Richard just helps you find it. Finds the best way for you to do it. It's very simple. All you have to do is start by going to homewithrichard.com. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Don't just listen to the Ace and TJ Show. Watch it. Now available 24 hours a day on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
I'm still reeling from TJ's idea for today's edition of group therapy. Man, that's good. So if you missed the story, a dad hit us up and said he's got $2, 15 and 17. There was a canned cocktail left over from the weekend. He saw it there, then the next day it was gone. His wife says she didn't drink it. She doesn't know anything about it. Both girls straight as an arrow, never a problem. Neither one had friends over. He found the can buried in the trash at the house under a box of Bojangles from the weekend. He said, I called them both together. Magically, it drank itself. They've both denied it to high heaven. I do not like to punish the innocent. What should I do? TJ's idea was to stage a fight with the wife where it ends the relationship. And one of them's like, I'm tired of your lies. That's the straw that broke the camel's back. I think you need to get out.
No, you get out. Okay, fine. I will. Give me 10 minutes to get my stuff together.
And then see if they want to ride that lie out any longer. I think, to me, the obvious question is, or point here, or possibility is, they drank it together. And they just decided, ride or die, we're going down with this one. We split it, they both drank it, and they hid it, and like we'll just both deny it. There's nothing they can do.
Mm-hmm.
And you may have to take the L on this one.
Maybe.
Just maybe. Sue Ellen said they're teenagers. They're going to try these things, and they're going to try you. There are two ways to go with this. You can either punish neither of them and just let them know you're disappointed, or you can punish both. And maybe one will end up confessing. You can't make them tell you, but you can absolutely make them think about it next time. My daughter got in trouble one time, a lot of trouble. And when I talked to her on the phone, she said, I know you're mad at me. I said, I'm not mad. I said, I'm disappointed. So let me ask you a question. Is there anything I could say right now that will make you feel any worse than you do? She said, no, sir. And I said, well, then there's really nothing for me to say. I'll talk to you later. Click, and I hung up the phone. She told me later, she goes, that was the worst day of my life. She goes, that's the worst thing you've ever said to me. That you pointed out you were disappointed and that I've hit rock bottom and that I was in so much trouble, you couldn't even talk to me about it.
I told my daughter when she was little one time that she's made mom contemplate suicide.
Oh, my God.
We don't believe in spanking.
Yeah. Layla said,
Just kidding.
Layla said, not enough data. Move on. They're as good as he says, and there's no need to go full Sherlock on a single missing White Claw. But Alda made a good point. Said you need to separate them. Your mistake was confronting them together. Separate them, talk to them individually, and see if you can figure out a crack with each one of them.
Maybe it was the wife. You know,
maybe she is a liar.
Maybe she is just a liar. She's like, yeah, I wanted a little afternoon, and I didn't want you judging me for drinking in the afternoon when you were still at work. I bet it probably was the wife. Those kids are in band. They're not trying to drink, you know.
Band kids don't drink?
I don't think so. Well, a wife trying to pawn it off on the kids probably does. I don't know. It's probably those girls.
No, I think you should separate them and talk to them. But I think I love the fact that we've turned it around. It's going to be the wife. It's definitely your wife. Blame it on her.
Maybe.
Blame it on her. Yeah.
Makes sense. At least try.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's right.
Ding, it won't ding
yeah,
your credit.
no dinging, no dinging of the credit. We're going to find out and see what we can do for you, so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first class cleaning with the Johnson Group.
Live each weekday on your radio, anytime you want, wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
So again, tonight, acetj.com/experience. It's the Ace at Large, Ace and TJ experience. We're going to be talking about the most overrated music artists of all time, and we want you to jump in and be involved. It's going to be like an audio-visual dynamo. Oh, yes. You like that? So that's happening tonight, 7 Eastern, acetj.com/experience. I don't know. I've never seen the whole Taylor Swift documentary, but clearly neither has Donald Trump. I have laughed at this story this morning. I think it is just spectacular. Donald Trump In a recent quote, Donald Trump, in an interview for an upcoming book about his time as a reality star, Trump was asked about his thoughts on Taylor Swift. Here's what he had to say. Quote, "She's got a great star quality. She really does. I think she's beautiful, very beautiful. I find her very beautiful. I think she's liberal. She probably doesn't like Trump. I hear she's very..." Wait, stop. What do you mean she probably doesn't like you? The most famous scene in her movie was her freaking out, talking to her parents and everybody that she had to speak out on behalf of Joe Biden because she hates Donald Trump.
Well, when was this interview done
Well, it says recently.
with him?
It was like in December, I think.
Yeah, I mean, so it's been since recently since the movie came out. The documentary's been out since before December.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would take a lot for me not to vote for Trump, but if I found out he sat and watched that movie of Taylor Swift, I would have to rethink it.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
Yeah, he said, "I think she's beautiful, actually, unusually beautiful. She is liberal." Or is that just an act? She's legitimately liberal? It's not an act? It surprises me that a country star can be successful being liberal.
Yeah, he doesn't know. He just likes celebrities, so he's like, I'm going to give him a little flattery.
He did point out, he didn't know her music very well.
Yeah.
Which is why he still thinks she's a country star.
Yeah.
What was her last country album? Was it 2012? It was Red in 2012, something like that? I haven't laughed at that story this morning. I just think that's something about that is so funny because she hates him, and he's like, "She liberal? I think she's a liberal."
That could also be him poking at her.
It could be. It could
You know,
be.
he's known to do that.
Yeah.
Like, I know she's not country anymore, but I'm acting like I don't know.
And there's a story creating controversy in the great state of Louisiana, the state from which TJ and I, have come to these great United States of America. A Chick-fil-A location, a single Chick-fil-A
It's not
location.
foreign country.
Yeah, I mean, now you've proved it.
What?
That's where we came to the great United States. of America.
That's where we came to the whole country from Louisiana.
What?
This Chick-fil-A location is hosting day-long summer camps for preteens between the ages of 5 and 12, which will teach them how to work at Chick-fil-A.
Oh, that's cool.
Kids between the ages of 5 and 12, customer service skills, dining room hosting, learning how to take a guest order, learning how to bag a guest order, touring the kitchen, how to be a Chick-fil-A mascot, serving ice cream cones, whatever. It's not free. They're charging $35 a day, which includes a meal, a snack, a T-shirt, and a name tag. Guess what? 150 people sold out.
Yeah, it's Chick-fil-A camp.
Yeah.
And it's showing them how to communicate with people as well, which you got to figure they're from Louisiana, the little kids are, so their personality is already better than everybody else in the country.
And people are saying it's exploitative and cringy.
Oh, stop.
Please.
No, it's
get out of
not.
here.
It's giving them life skills. They're learning good work skills. What's wrong with that?
And it's going to be fun. They're not going to be working the cash register for 8 hours on their feet. It's a camp.
They're
It's
gonna
fun.
have a great day.
Yeah.
Riggins and Now Trending coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
So our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies, is here, and he has helped us so many times through the years. And when it comes to mortgages, he's going to get you the best deal.
That's right. We are the best deal. And if you're under contract to buy a house, you should check us out. I mean, you're not going to. They never do. but we're the best deal.
But feel free, you should, and because we've used him for years for a variety of different things. Whatever you're needing, go to homewithrichard.com to get the process started, and they can take care of you from there. Homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
It's been a debate here for years.
Does great furniture look good?
Or does it feel good?
Does it fit the style of the room good?
Or does it sit good?
Well, after years of debate,
And years of research.
we've decided great furniture
Is good fitting?
and good sitting.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and get an Adirondack chair for just $279. In stock and ready to rock only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
So I think Ace is the only person that's seen this. The Dancing for the Devil, that Netflix docuseries about the dance cult.
Yeah, I got bored with it after a while, but I didn't watch the whole thing, but I've seen probably half of it.
It's one of the biggest shows on Netflix right now. And if you don't know, there's this, what people are alleging is a cult out in California run by this guy that runs a church, but he also runs this group of dancing influencers on TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that. And one of the women that goes to this church and that's involved with this company, her family has said that this church has separated her from the rest of their family, and they're featured in this docu-series. Her name is Miranda Derrick. She's got a ton of followers on TikTok, and she's a great dancer. She's like Julianne Hough, kind of.
I started following that couple. They're phenomenal dancers.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
not
great.
a dancer, but I like watching those crazy good dancers on TikTok.
Uplifting, poppy, fun, real pretty. Well, now she's saying she's getting death threats after the release of this docu-series, and she said her family is partly responsible because she says, I'm working behind the scenes to repair the relationship with my family, but they continue to be out in the press making my life more difficult. So that's got to be weird. When your family is on Netflix going, we just want a relationship with her. And then she's saying, I'm trying to establish a relationship, but they keep saying I'm in a cult. So it's like,
is she out of the cult now?
No, she's still very much involved in it. And she says it's not, the people that are in a cult or that are allegedly in a cult say, this is not a cult at all. This is a church. And he's helping us become the greatest version of ourselves we can be. Mm-hmm. So 2 different conversations happening. But now she says she's getting death threats. I don't know why you would threaten this woman. If you think she's the victim, why are you threatening her?
I don't get death threat people to begin with. I've never understood death threat people.
I think they're stupid people.
I think a lot of death threats are cry wolf. I think you just go to that now and go, I'm getting death threats.
Oh, you think?
Well, a lot of times I don't think people are getting death threats who say they're getting death threats.
Oh, that's interesting.
And what do they consider a death threat? Somebody say, yeah, well, whenever you die, you'll see you're going to be in the lake of fire. You don't get salvation. Does that constitute a death threat because they mention you when you're dead? What's going to happen to you?
I wouldn't even be mad at that. You're going to be in a lake of fire. I'm like, shut up. Get out of here. Apple is the top trending topic. They announced a bunch of new things, including advanced AI systems. Siri is going to work better. Some updates to their text messaging. Now you can schedule a send. So if you don't want to text somebody right then, but you want to hit them up at like 3:30 in the morning, really disturb them, now you can do that with iOS 18. So that is the top trending topic. And then the most valuable toy ever. It's a rocket-firing Boba Fett, just sold at auction for $525,000. It was never officially released in stores, but it is now officially the most expensive toy ever sold.
So it never actually went to shelves.
I guess that's why it's so valuable, or partly why it's so valuable. It's a Star Wars little action figure that fires plastic rockets.
And how much is it?
$525,000. Just sold at auction, unseating Barbie from the number one spot. And that Barbie had real diamonds on. So this is more valuable than that. So those are just a few things that are now trending.
Well, there is a new technique in the dating world. And I know I'm usually skeptical of these types of things, but after studying upon it, it is going to change the way men and women react with each other whenever they're about to be bitten by the love bug. Oh, this is so special and so sweet. Coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're again going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
Live each weekday on your radio, anytime you want, wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ Podcast and Radio Show.
I really love stories like this that have solid information to help couples find each other and knowing who is right for you and who isn't. So you got to follow a little bit of the animal kingdom here to understand what this new technique is that professional expert therapists are saying is great. there is a Gentoo penguin, I guess how you pronounce it, and whenever they are trying to woo a lover, they will leave little pebbles and other rocks for the potential mate to use to build nests, and it signals that they're interested in becoming a mating pair. You know, they leave these little gifts. It's called pebbling. Well, now humans are using that.
Oh.
Yeah. Pebbling is so good for a relationship, according to these experts. And the way it works is, if you're interested in someone, then maybe you just nonchalantly bring them a cup of coffee, you know, something like that, or share a sweet viral video that's going to make them laugh, or some sort of a little meme.
Just let them know you're thinking about them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I like that.
then you get together and all that. And what's so groundbreaking about this is that for years and years, nobody knew exactly what to call this technique, and just walking lost through the relationship woods, we've always referred to it as flirting. But thank God they've come up with a way to position it as a new psychological term for matchmaking. Pebbling. I don't know what we would do. I think our entire population would cease to exist if we didn't have groundbreaking psychoanalyses like this. Pebbling. How about that? Oh, wait, here's something I thought you would find as funny. Oh, that made me feel good. Oh, I'm blushing. Well, not flirting, I'm pebbling.
We learned this from the penguins. Yeah. It's like, what? Yeah, well, they also live on icebergs.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If you want to help me build my nest, then give me about $100 toward my rent. That's some pebbling that you could do.
For real.
So the main purpose of the story, other than to be sarcasm, is for you to look out for these new terms that just start flying around in people's lexicon. You hear about somebody pebbling, or it's cuffing season. What's another one? Cuffing season.
Oh, gosh. Teapotting.
Teapotting.
Just kidding.
Owling.
Yeah, I mean they make up a new phrase every day, but I can't learn a thing from penguins. I'm like I'm not going to learn a thing. No, that doesn't help me.
Yeah. How to sit on an egg as a man.
Yeah, I mean, what? Yeah. No. Nothing.
How to skillfully slide down some ice into the water.
Yeah,
no, never going to happen.
They can't even fly.
They can't even fly.
That's true.
You got that right. Yeah.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
We're here with Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. And Richard, not just mortgages, not just home sales. Now you're helping people with home improvements.
Yeah, that's right. So if you want a backyard that you've always dreamed of, or you need siding, windows, whatever you need, give us a call. Check it out.
You've got the money in your home. Richard just helps you find it. Finds the best way for you to do it. It's very simple. All you have to do is start by going to homewithrichard.com. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Available when you want it, how you want it. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Don't forget, it's 7 Eastern tonight. It's the Ace at Large experience all over the internet. An opportunity for you to be part of it and jump in there for basically your at-night version of an Ace and TJ product in the comfort of your home at night. How about that? So go to acetj.com/experience if you want to get all up on it, get all the information. It's gonna be neat because Riggins, you'll be in the bed though, won't you? You won't be behind the scenes working on things and all that.
No, I'm doing like the pre-promotion.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
he's doing the pre-party. Riggins is going to handle the pre-party.
Yeah, the pre-party for the 7 o'clock.
The party starts at 7.
Yeah, the party starts at 7. Pre-party is from 2:15 to 2:20. Yeah. That's Riggins' part of it.
But what we're going to be talking about is the most overrated musical artists of all time. So we'll post that on our social media today for you to go vote and just throw yours out there. We'll discuss them. I want you to jump in and be involved.
I won't be up that late, so put me down for the Beatles.
Got it. TJ says the Beatles.
There's some sad news. That's something that is going out of style. That is just a little piece of world history, and that is nudist camps and nudist groups are seeing their membership dwindle all over the world, but especially in Germany, where it's the most popular. Nudist groups.
So, okay. I would not have thought that, but
They said COVID hurt them a lot.
I didn't think about that.
But I think it's because everybody now is allowed to act out their fetish in front of everyone, and not only be allowed to do it, but have the citizens be forced to celebrate it. So, I mean, walking around naked amongst a bunch of other naked people in a private area, where's the fun in that now in 2024?
You got to get out and show it off a little bit in not so private areas.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't count if, hundreds and thousands of people don't see you. Plus, that's just so, I don't know, it's so milquetoast now. Just regular
nudity, yeah.
Yeah.
You got to take it up. You got to take that game up a notch, people.
Yeah. What are you doing? Just running out on the beach naked, and you're sitting around lounging at some cabin out, some sort of a little resort in the forest. Boring.
Yeah, you can't post anything from there because you're not supposed to take pictures at a nudist beach or nudist colony, right?
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. You can't post yourself. I don't know. That's what they're called. They're not called nudist colonies anymore. I don't know. What are they called?
They're called the places where they meet in other club meetings and stuff are nudist camps. I think they like to be called now.
They're not called colonies.
Yeah,
They should be called colonies because they're freaks. I mean, they're like disgusting weirdos.
but I mean, compared to a lot of the fetishes today that are out in public that we have to celebrate, they're calm.
Yeah,
they're
pretty.
tame.
They're pretty tame. TJ makes a valid point.
So, I mean, same reason why old-fashioned marijuana salespeople are not doing as well, because now people can get it, anytime they want it.
Old-fashioned marijuana salespeople, a.k.a. drug dealers. Never heard referred to like
I'm
that.
a door-to-door marijuana salesman.
I'm an old-fashioned marijuana salesperson.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's right.
Ding, it won't ding your
no
credit.
dinging, no dinging of the credit. We're going to find out and see what we can do for you, so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies. Meal delivery services are a big thing right now, but Table and Twine is your local meal delivery service. The meals are fresh, not frozen like national chains. Plus, their meals start at just $7.99 a serving. Take back that time in your day, leave the shopping, preparation, and cooking to Table and Twine. Get details at tableandtwine.com. That's tableandtwine.com.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
This morning I was doing what I do every morning. As soon as my feet hit the floor, I grab my trusty device and check out what's going on in the Atlanta Black Star publication. Then again, what am I saying? Everybody that knows me knows that.
Right.
I'm a big fan. But they had a story on Atlanta Black Star about a situation in Boston. Now, Ace, I didn't have, obviously, crossing guards in my little town of Winfield, Louisiana. Did y'all have them at school because your city was bigger, but it wasn't big?
We had one at my elementary school just because where the buses dropped off, and sometimes the parents came through in the wrong spot. Somebody there to make sure somebody got hit. But I don't think it was really a crossing guard.
Yeah, I think our vice principal did it. Just like, we're going to go this.
I think ours were like parents that rotated through. Make sure no kid gets hit coming from over there and over here.
Well, see, one of the great things about Atlanta Black Star is that they don't just cover stories in Atlanta.
Okay.
It came out of Boston, where there's a high school crossing guard was jailed twice in one day. The story goes, his name is Luis Chavez, or as my wife would call him, Luis. Luis Chavez was doing his cross guard duty, and this woman says that she was distracted for a minute because she had to sneeze, and it just came on all of a sudden, and then she was blowing her nose and wasn't moving fast enough. So he comes over, according to her, and starts yelling at her and everything, and then she says, "You need to calm down," and then she accuses him of sticking his stop sign pole, like the handle of it, in the car and jabbing her with it and trying to hit her. Ends up hitting her 12-year-old kid who's in the car with him and just having a meltdown. Again, according to her and I think some eyewitnesses. But he hasn't been proven guilty in the court of law yet. So he gets arrested, and outside the courtroom, somebody from the media starts asking him questions as he's walking in and out, and then they say that he started kicking at them and got arrested again. They're like, "All right, well, you got to go back in now. We're arresting you the second time." And you know what I thought about this whole story when I read it? The thing that stuck out to me is I didn't know there were men crossing guards.
Really?
I've never seen a man crossing guard.
No, ours
They're
were
usually
always
called
women.
police. No, I'm saying I only see them directing traffic at accidents and things like that. I don't see crossing guards in movies or anything. They're never men. They're always women. Not that that's an insult. I mean,
I don't know.
because I like women police. But I'm just saying they never put a man as a crossing guard in a movie or anything. It's always women.
I've never noticed that before. Never paid attention to it.
Well, and I'm sure it's going to be harder now to get men those jobs. If this turns out to be true, Mr. Chavez.
So he got arrested, and he's on his way out. He never even gets off the grounds of the courthouse and gets arrested again.
Yeah. All right. Well, you got to go back in. But I don't know. There have to have been other incidents where he was showing a hard time keeping up with his temper. You know, this can't be just the first day that this kind of thing has happened.
He's got to learn some, temper management.
I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to deal with those Boston people either, even though he's from there.
It's the Ace and TJ Show.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin. If you want all of the heating, air, and electrical work in your house done by the very best, then you need Bradham Brothers. They've been a family business thriving for over 50 years, and that means they're doing something right. Go to Bradham Brothers.
If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
Apple is still the top trending topic. A lot of new things coming to Apple. A better Siri experience.
I saw somebody on Twitter say that was the best Apple, whatever they call it, in a decade.
Really?
Yeah. Doesn't sound like they broke any new ground, but somebody said they loved it. So.
Yeah, Rob said he fell asleep like 2 minutes into it. So, but they are working on some AI stuff, so scary things ahead, I'm sure. So they are the top trending topic.
But if they make something that's going to try to take over the world or whatever at Apple, then we will already have been dealing with it with another company, because don't they always follow everybody else's lead on stuff? They never come out with something first.
That is what they say.
They
or
perfect it.
hardly ever. Yeah.
They're
That
not
is true.
first, but they do make it better.
They take their time to make sure it's perfect, unless you consider something like Apple Maps, which is terrible. But they've made some improvements there as well. So we'll see how that all pans out. Florida Panthers played a game last night against the Edmonton Oilers, second game in the Stanley Cup Finals or something like
NHL?
that. The NHL.
Yeah.
So some people are excited for that. Our business manager, not, because he is a New York Rangers fan, and they were defeated by the Florida Panthers. So
So in a
Panthers have a
game,
2-0 lead in that then.
so in a game where it's Florida against who's the other team?
Edmonton Oilers.
Do the fans start chanting USA, USA, USA? They root for the USA team?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
I would be.
Absolutely.
But I mean, they're mostly Canadians and Russians anyway on all the teams. But
probably
you still got the name Florida there.
Yeah, if Florida,
Edmonton,
the Florida ice hockey team beats the Canadian ice hockey team, that's incredible. Absolutely, root for Florida. I like that. I like that thought.
The team from Miami could end up being the Stanley Cup champions.
Yeah, slap Canada around a little bit. Love to see it out of Florida. And then just an update that rodeo bull from Oregon that was a nickname Party Bus, which greatest name for a bull ever, is not going to be put down after it broke out of the rodeo and trampled people and gored a woman. They said they're not going to put that bull down. So you don't have to stay up at night worrying about Party Bus the bull. He's going to be fine. More coming up next.
Available 24/7 on the free Ace and TJ family app.
Download it from the App Store.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's right.
Ding, it won't ding
no dinging, no dinging of the credit. We're going to find out and see what we can do for you, so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
When it comes to buying or selling a house, there are all kinds of people that can help you do that, but not like the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. They are so much more than just real estate salespeople. Find out by going to acetj.com/Temple team.
They say there are only two things certain in life: sweet deals at Sweet Dreams and taxes.
And only one of those is certain this month.
Which one?
The sweet deals at Sweet Dreams.
What about the taxes?
No sales tax the entire month of April at Sweet Dreams.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And don't call me Shirley.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and pay no sales tax during the month of April. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Available when you want it, how you want it. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
So yesterday I was telling you about I got these ferns outside, and I'm fighting these birds because they want to keep building nests in these ferns, and it's driving me crazy. I spend way too much time thinking about these two birds building nests. So yesterday I had to water the ferns. You got to water them like every 2 or 3 days. My dad told me, you got to water them every 2 to 3 days. Feed them once a week. So feed them with what? It was fertilizer. I'm like, okay, I don't know anything about this. Yeah, right.
Put some sardines in there.
Steak sandwich? I don't know. So yesterday I'm watering the ferns, take them down, and there it is. I see it. A nest inside the middle of the fern. And not just a nest with 4 eggs in it. And you know how sensitive I am about animals. Yeah. One time my dog maimed a butterfly. Didn't kill it, just maimed it. And I thought, do I just step on it to put it out of its misery? And they actually recommended that you put the butterfly in a plastic Ziploc bag and put it in the freezer to safely euthanize the butterfly.
Yeah. They said because he actually looked it up.
I looked it up. How do you kill a butterfly? Didn't say just stomp on it.
They're saying that
but I also
freezing it
didn't.
to death is the most humane way to do it?
Yeah. I'm sorry?
I said they said that freezing it to death is the best way to.
That's what it recommended.
Yeah,
What?
if the butterfly just goes to sleep, and
I think that's
like that rather than squash.
And they have no clue that that's pain-free or whatever.
Yeah, that works on humans too. If you just put somebody in a freezer, they just peacefully go to sleep. That's what happens. So I'm like, oh gosh, what do I do with the egg? I don't want to just so I'm thinking, what do I do with this nest and 4 eggs? So I Google, can I just take this nest out and put it in a bush or in a tree? This is what the internet told me. It's actually illegal to remove or relocate an active bird's nest in many states, even in your own backyard. In the United States, for example, it is illegal to tamper with any active nest from a native bird species. But if the nest has been abandoned or no eggs have been laid yet, it can be removed as needed. And I thought, well, what the hell am I to do with that information? Now I got to go find out if this bird is what did it call it?
Or a protected species or whatever?
A native bird.
Yeah.
Doesn't even have to be protected, just native.
Just a native bird. I'm assuming it's native. It didn't fly in from Alaska. So in your own backyard, you can't just remove a bird's nest. So somebody's got to verify. This was the top answer that it gave me on the internet. Shocking.
Put a snake in the pot.
There you go. Didn't say anything about that. Single dad signs coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
So our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies, is here, and he has helped us so many times through the years. And when it comes to mortgages, he's going to get you the best deal.
That's right. We are the best deal. And if you're under contract to buy a house, you should check us out. I mean, you're not going to. They never do. but we're the best deal.
But feel free, you should, and because we've used him for years for a variety of different things. Whatever you're needing, go to homewithrichard.com to get the process started, and they can take care of you from there. Homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Live each weekday on your radio, anytime you want, wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ Podcast and Radio Show.
Father's Day right around the corner. Do you guys have big plans for Father's Day?
No.
Ace, I know you went all out for Mother's Day.
Yeah, there's a big survey that's out today that said, what's the number one thing that dad wants? 56% of dads said, if you're going to get him something, just a gift card. That's Amazon gift card, Lowe's gift card, Home Depot. Those are the main ones. Like, just a gift card. Keep it simple.
Should get him a package from Omaha Steaks.
That's right.
OmahaSteaks.com. Use promo code AceTJ. There's still time.
At the checkout.
Yeah. Do not sleep on that because those Omaha Steaks packages are amazing.
Incredible. AceTJ at checkout. But yeah, I know, guys, and I know you guys are the same way. You're not going to make a big deal out of Father's Day, which I totally understand. My dad doesn't make a big deal out of Father's Day. He doesn't care. So, but I am going to go see him this weekend. I think it's an important thing to do. But yeah, Ace, you did go out big for Mother's Day because it's her first Mother's Day.
Her first Mother's Day.
But it's your first Father's Day as the father of this baby.
I've had plenty of Father's Days before, and even then, like, I'm not worried about it. It's not a big deal. You know, I don't worry. I'm not sweating it. Don't get me anything. We're broke. I don't have any money. Don't spend money on that. We got baby's birthday the next week. You know, and Amanda's got a birthday the next week, so I'm fine.
Yeah. Why are you winking at me when you say that stuff?
I wasn't winking at you.
And Rob, I know Meredith celebrates Mother's Day because she's got the dogs. Does she expect you to celebrate Father's Day as the father of the dogs?
She better not.
Will she get you a Father's Day gift as the father of the dogs?
She never has.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dodged a bullet on that one. So there's this this meme out that says that, you know, everybody's seen that Tesla Cybertruck. It's that really weird, it almost looks like a Lego vehicle. It's stainless steel. It's kind of a bizarre looking car.
Yeah, there's one right around here that I've
it.
seen probably 5 or 6 times in the past 2 weeks.
It's kind of like the car or the truck of the moment, but because you can't miss it. But somebody said it's the ultimate divorced dad's vehicle because guys show off that the fact that they can go out into their garage if their wife is mad at them, put a twin bed in the bed of it, and then lower the roof on it, and it acts sort of as like a very small tent for you. Doesn't give you a lot of room to wiggle around in, but they said it's the ultimate divorced dad's vehicle because you can sleep in the bed of it. Although I'm pretty sure you can sleep in the bed of any truck, but this one just has like a roof on it. So, what is the sign, the clear sign of a divorced dad? Ace had rented furniture, which I think is hilarious. To me, it would be instantly clear. There's a divorced guy.
I thought it was going to be temporary.
Well, I'm sure. Yeah,
It didn't work out that way.
Yeah. So what is it for you? At the Ace TJ Show, we'll get your answers next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Live each weekday on your radio, anytime you want, wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ Podcast and Radio Show.
Don't forget, 7 p.m. Eastern tonight, Ace at Large Experience. You can watch or join the show at acetj.com/experience. The topic tonight, who's the most overrated artist of all time? At the Ace TJ Show, if you want to respond, we'd love to have you on the show. Ace would love to talk to you. So, acetj.com/experience. We're talking about single dad signs. What is the sign of a divorced dad. Somebody said the Tesla Cybertruck, ultimate sign of a divorced dad. What is it for you at the Ace TJ Show? There's some fun ones here. Christy said the sign of a divorced dad is a brand new Corvette convertible in red or dark green. Even has the colors on it.
But why? Obviously, you don't know how much of an income hit the dad takes when they split up. They act like the dad falls into money.
Sure.
Whenever they get a divorce. I think it's more along the lines of what another one Ace did before he was remarried, which every meal at home was some sort of a chicken patty.
Yeah.
Because I didn't care. I was just eating.
Frozen chicken patties.
A lot of frozen chicken patties.
Something it had to be made in like 5 minutes or less. I just, if my kids weren't there, I just wanted something to eat. It was no big deal. Who cares?
Spoonful of peanut butter.
Exactly. 3 spoonfuls of peanut butter to be exact.
Sure, it's protein.
Yeah.
Kira said, ultimate sign of a divorced dad, the Ed Hardy shirt and unsolved emotional baggage. Well, that might have been maybe early 2000s. Ed Hardy.
I like Holly's. A picture of himself holding a fish as his Facebook profile picture.
Yeah, switching out to the fish instead of your family, I think, is a big one. Kelly said the fact that he just starts working out. That might be true. Skinny jeans, somebody else said.
Michael said, a bigger smile.
I see what you did there, Michael. You want to know why divorce is so expensive? It's worth it. Amy said thirst trap pics of himself on Facebook. That's good. Thirst trapping on Facebook. That's a new type of desperation for guys.
Do people thirst trap on Facebook?
Not really, which is why it makes it so much more.
Wasn't familiar.
Yeah.
Would stained clothing be one, or am I just thinking about like lazy dudes instead?
Oh, stained.
Yeah, I
not
think
like
that's
the
more
band.
lazy dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would probably be, a guy with no energy and seems to be depressed because his wife ruined their family.
Boom.
Nobody said anything like that. They're just laughing and pointing at him. They don't know why he's divorced. Skinny jeans, Ed Hardy.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Hey, radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ Family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.